Down with Dr. Tabb on Prescribed by Dr. Tabb. And tonight is the fourth Wednesday, so you know what it is. It is Bestie Book Club. And I am here with my bestie while we talk about some of our favorite books as we do every fourth Wednesday. Last month, we talked about our book boyfriends, right? Was that last month?
Yeah, that was last month.
Yeah, last month we talked about our book boyfriends. So today, a lot of the book boyfriends came from our favorite homegirl, Jaquil J. And so we're gonna explore her entire collection for the rest of the year. So if you are a Jaquil J fan, this is the place that you need to be to continue to read with us, because we will be talking all things Jaquil J. We are starting off with Capone. There is nothing like two best friends talking about a good book. We laughing, we crying, we gasping, we clutching pearls. I even wore my pearls today. We clutching pearls. We calling each other. We texting like, girl, did you see that? So I want to introduce to you guys my bestie, my best friend, Nika.
So hey, Nika, everybody.
So, in all transparency, I didn't know nothing about none of these characters until my bestie was like, look, y'all, you got to get in tune. So
I got something for you. Look,
it's been crazy ever since. And so hopefully you guys can hear my mic okay. So I don't want it all in my face. So tonight we are talking Capone. We have some guests tonight. And so I'm going to take off, I'm going to add our guests in so that we can introduce our guests. So you know, I am Dr. Tabb, and you are?
I am Nika.
And our first guest that we will be adding to the stage is Roxy. Hey, Roxy, girl.
Hi.
And then we are adding Latoya. Me and Nika too stoked to have Latoya in the building. This is our high school boo, Latoya.
Yes,
in the building. Roxy is my cousin. She is part of my two faves. And so since I already said something, let me bring my other fave on. We have Nikesha in the building. And then we have some other book babes that we will be introducing to you tonight. So you guys have already, y'all know my cousins. Y'all know Nika. Toya is new. We're going to introduce Patrice to the building. Patrice is in the building.
Hello.
Hey, Patrice.
And we have Dyla. Am I saying your name right?
Mm-hmm.
Dyla, and I don't see a picture. I don't know, Dyla, what's going on, but it's saying that you cannot connect. So try again so you can get on. So the first thing that we want to talk about is, how did you get turned on to Jaquil J? So I told you I was bored. I didn't have anything to read. And Nika was like, hey, read this. And I've been in a chokehold, child. I was all on the alley like, oh my goodness, oh my God. So she had me by a whole chokehold. This is my new home girl. I swear to God, we friends. I follow her on Facebook. So if you're not following her, make sure that you get in tune and follow her.
Please do.
So, this month's pick is Capone. Capone by Jaquil J. I didn't get excited. She is our favorite homegirl. She is our literary powerhouse. She never misses. Whenever she hit, anytime the pen hit paper, she don't miss. And so tonight we're going to talk about Capone. And in Capone, we know we talking about street love. We talking about loyalty. We talking about real life relationships and drama. We got a little baby mama drama. We got a little family drama. We got a little jail calls here and there. We got a lot going on. So the first thing I want to ask first, Nika, since she is my book bestie, I want to ask you, Nika, what caught your attention when you first picked up Jaquil J?
So I stumbled on her books from just being on, I want to say TikTok or something. Like I was just looking at somebody's like, hey, y'all better get on this series. So I started off with Capone. That was the very first book that I read of hers. Now I kind of like dibbled and dabbled in almost her whole catalog now, but Capone was my first one. It was just so raw. It was like love, but still kind of hood, but still, we talking about loyalty. We talking about trusting, like trust and forbidden loves and what should I do? Should I talk to this person? Shouldn't I talk to her? I think that she just does such a great job um, getting her audience to just stay tuned. After the first one, I don't think that I was, all of her books end a certain way. If everybody's read her, they all end at a aha moment, like, oh my God. So they just make you keep going. They make you keep going. So I started off with that first one, and I've been just hooked since then.
Roxy,
Yes, thank you.
what got you hooked on Jaquil?
Y'all hit check.
So I'm an avid reader, so I read books all the time, and I kept seeing it on TikTok. However, I kept seeing people talk about Capri. So I
Mhm.
read Capri, the first series of Capri,
Oh,
and I was like,
Ah,
man, I'm missing
what?
something.
Right.
Like I was kind of confused. And so I had to go back and like look through her stuff, like, oh man, we reading the wrong book. We need to start.
we got to
You got
go
to start
back.
We
off
gotta
at
We got to
Capone.
go
start
You got to
back.
go back.
all the way over. And so I started with Capone. And like Nika said, the way she ends her book is such the cliffhangers, like you have to read the next, you have to keep
You
going.
Yes.
got to.
You don't
Right.
have a choice but to continue. And I think what drew me into it was that I fell in love with the men in the book and how they are. I'll just say that I won't talk too much about it.
Yeah, we gonna get
But
into
right.
the
But
men's
I
man.
think
We gonna
it
get
was the
into
men
them.
that the men is what kind of drew me to the book.
So before we go to Toya and then Patrice, Nakisha, and Dyla, can everybody go to the Facebook page, the YouTube page, and just share this? It is streaming live from my Facebook page, which is Kisha Roberts-Tabb. Go ahead and share it so that everybody can get in tune. Toya, what got you hooked?
Yes, ma'am. So I just
Pooh made it there. Hey, Pooh. Facebook page, which is Kisha Roberts.
let me make sure I turn it off on my phone. I was trying to share it. But so I just downloaded it on my Kindle. So I have not read it. So I am new to the author, new to the series. So I can't wait to dive into it. So I'm an avid reader. I'm in Iowa still. So it was an opportunity to get with some sisters and to read a good. I was like, I'm on it. I'm joining. So I'm honestly behind, but that's okay. I'm about to start
That's
reading.
all
So
right.
I just downloaded Capone season 1. So on my Kindle. So is that where I should start, ladies?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
Yes,
yes,
All
yes.
right.
Right
So
there.
that's where I'm starting. So
Right
I'm
there,
just
right there.
excited. I love good literature. I love being around sisters and just good conversation about literature. So I'm
And we
excited.
don't give too much away. We talk about some things, but
Okay.
we don't give details away because we want. So the whole purpose of this actual segment, when I started Prescribe, was so that we can start introducing Black authors to Black women. Because I believe that a book can take you on vacation every week, every day. You can go somewhere else. You can learn something new. You can experience something new. You ain't got no man, baby. Crush on these book babes. I got plenty. I'm a whole book hoe. I got plenty of big book boyfriends, and my husband is okay with it because they in pages, and so
Right.
sometimes we need an outlet. And as Black women, we got a lot going on, and so
Yeah.
we need a space. So Patrice, Nakisha, and then Dyla, and then we're gonna all take a little sip of whatever we drinking. I'm drinking tea because y'all know I'm on the wagon right now. But so we're gonna start with Patrice.
yeah. So I started because Roxy, we were saying we were going to come together and do kind of a book club, and so I'm not a reader. I'm a reader when it comes to like work. So I do like professional, motivational, training type of things, but I don't do like at home reading. And so Roxy, she always talks about reading, and so we were like, we'll do a book club because I needed some time in between employment, and she picked out Capri, and we started a Capri. They had an Audible, so I was listening to the Audible, and I was like, "What am I listening to?" At first, I was like, this is not making sense." I didn't understand who was this person and this person and this person. There was so many different people, and then we found out, oh, we got to go back. And so once I went back, it was on and popping, and I'm so far ahead. Yeah, I'm all in the universe. I'm all in it.
Listen, it's not hard to get in there. Once you read that one, you like, wait a second now.
The
You hooked.
cliffhanger
I'm telling you,
does
it have you
not
by a
let you
choke
go.
hold.
Oh,
Choke hold.
It's an addiction.
It
is
is,
Yeah.
and I love it. I love it. It's the healthiest
But
addiction that I've ever
Keisha, it was bad. We was asking each other like, who got book credits? Who could send a book credit?
had. Now, Keisha,
I'm gonna be honest. I was late to the party. We we had this book group, and of course, I'm a rebel, and I'm the youngest, so I was like, I ain't got time to be reading. But they kept talking about it. They kept talking about it. Luckily, they started reading Capri first. But as they started talking about it, they're like, no, you got to read Capone first. So luckily, I did not read Capri first. I started reading Capone. And once I started reading it, then I understood why they were so addicted to the book. Like, I absolutely love that man. Um,
My man, my man, my
my
man.
man, my man,
baby.
my
Now
man. So,
listen, we don't want no problems with Aaron. We keeping it real. We keeping it real light touch on Aaron because I don't want
you
no problems with
know,
Aaron.
I'm
I don't
just
want no
saying.
problems. They
Cause
some
you know,
shooters.
Aaron she gon'
Click
pull
click.
one out.
Right.
She
They
gonna be
some
busting
shooters.
her stuff, right?
She popping her
um,
shit. You hear me?
exactly.
Nyla?
Yes. So I started with Capri too. And I gotta be honest, at first I really wasn't feeling the series. But when I went back to Capone, I'm all in. And I have kept and have not stopped. My children are irritated. They're not really a fan of the series, but man, do I love it. I've made several book boyfriends. We are hard, right? There's a love here. They just don't know it yet, but I know.
I don't mind being a book hoe. Like, what's
Yeah.
Me either.
Well, I only have eyes for one, Capadonna.
oh, don't go there yet though, because that's our next month. That's December. Latasha, do you want to introduce yourself? Are you coming on
Um,
camera? Hey,
hey,
Latasha. Hey,
I'm in
boo.
my row. Hi, ladies. I'm sorry for my tardiness. Oh yeah, so I'm Latasha. Dr. K is one of my supervisors at juvenile probation, and we have a lot in common. I am a people person. What you want me to know? I just came in and started talking.
We just want to know how did you get hooked? How did you get introduced to the series?
Oh, well, you, Dr. K. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
work.
okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm all for it.
She's a prescriber, so she's on prescribe sometime. So let's talk about this idea. So I'm gonna bring a little bit of Capone on, a little bit on the stage. Y'all see how me and Nika I'm all on his back.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna
See,
need
look.
I'm gonna need to be on that picture next month.
I'm all on his back. So one of the things with Capone, for me, was how he knew what he wanted from the very beginning. And so
Day
there's
one.
this idea of like, what is love at first sight? So do you guys think that when he saw Capone, when Capone saw Aaron at the store, do you think that it was love at first sight, or do you think it was intrigue?
I think it was more intrigue because she wasn't thirsty over him. She gave him a lot of pushback. So I think that's what drew him to her most. Is that
Absolutely.
she wasn't attracted to him because of who he was and his status and his
Well, she
money.
didn't even know who he was.
Right, she didn't even know who he was. She had no clue who he was. She
Mm-hmm.
wasn't crawling all over him like he's probably
Right.
used
And
to.
most of the people, they made it seem like they were very known. And so for him, I think for her, she just really didn't care. And I think that was like what drew him to her because she really wasn't checking for him like that.
I think it was part of it was the chase for him
Mhm.
because he was who he was.
She's choking me.
Uh-uh.
Don't
Somebody
holler at
getting
my
choked.
God, baby. Don't tell my God, baby, to shut up.
She tripping.
It's my baby. Um, so anybody else's view, anybody else's thoughts around the whole love at first sight with Aaron? Was it love? Was it intrigue? Was it a little
No,
lust?
I think everybody kind of hit it on the head though, because remember when he first met her in the store, he like, okay, she wasn't just going in the store just buying stuff. She was going in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She was going in on somebody. So he
She
like,
was
wait
about
a
to whoop
second.
somebody.
Yeah, she was about to put them paws on him. So he like, wait a second, who is this little old feisty thing? Let's see what's going on here. I think that the attraction was there, but I do think that it was intrigue the very first time.
So one of the things that I thought was interesting was she was his brother-in-law's ex.
Right.
And so did anybody think like that's a little shady?
For me, no, because
They was,
I felt like he
they
was
was
fair game. They was kids.
Right.
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 Yeah,
That
they
was
was
some
cute.
teenage love.
Yeah,
And
that was real.
he
Yeah.
married at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
And she cleared
yeah,
that up real quick. She was like, ain't nothing there. I
Baby,
respect
that don't
whatever
right.
you
count.
got
That
going
was over
on.
10 years
No.
ago.
But do you
Mhm.
think?
Yeah.
But do you think that the brother-in-law knew it was over, or do you think he thought he had a chance when he saw Aaron?
Nah.
No.
Mm-mm.
I think he
Mm-mm.
knew he didn't the way he left her. Like
Yeah.
I think he knew that she wasn't gonna fool with him because
How
of
Mm-mm.
she
how.
went to jail? What you mean?
Yeah, but remember she had like it was something because I'd read too many of the books, so I'll be trying to make sure I don't mix up the stories. Didn't she like have somebody send him a message or he never reached out? It was
Yeah,
something
he
that
never
she was kind of
responded.
Yeah.
He
salty.
He
never
never
responded
responded
With
to
him.
back
the
to her
He
because he
never
wanted her to go
responded.
Right. So
forward
she
with
was a little
herself.
salty
So
with him. I think he knew that she was a little salty with him in the beginning about how he just kind of went to jail and didn't say nothing.
Yeah, but he did kept trying to like meet with her, saying like he want to meet up and have like dinner or
Right.
something
So
with
I
her. So
think he
I
still
think he
thought it
kind
was a
of felt
chance.
like he might have still had a shot in there, like just a pinch, like he
And
wanted to
and
see.
once we really get some information about him, I mean, everybody, I mean, the listeners may not know, but he would have pulled it. Like
He would
he
have.
he would have
Yes,
tried.
he would have tried if she was
yes.
doing.
would
He
have.
would have tried.
Look, I can say that part. He surely would have.
He would have. He was all in.
Yeah, I don't think he knew it was completely over, and because he kept pressing the issue of trying to go to have dinner with her or meet up with
Mhm.
her, and she wasn't going at first. She wasn't going, and
Mhm.
knowing who he is, yeah, he probably would have went.
And I just feel like some people feel like your first love, they always got a chance. They don't know and I think that men, and that's one thing that we did see in this series is that there were different caliber of men because there were men that didn't understand the maturity of women.
Uh-huh.
So they fumbled women because they continued to date the little girl and forgot that women grow up and they become women. And
Mhm.
we leave that little girl, enough hardship. We like, okay, bad little girl, I gotta step into womanhood. And I think that there were men in the series that did not understand that. However, Capone was not one. Capone was one. He really engaged the woman that Aaron was. He
Mhm.
didn't he nourished like he nurtured the little girl that still lived in her because of the trauma, but he really tapped into the woman that she
Yeah,
was.
absolutely.
Yeah, what they say is
Yeah.
that soft side. So she was able to just be soft. She didn't have to be
Soft
the
Yeah.
girl era. I
protector.
know I want
Yeah,
one.
that soft. Yeah, she didn't have to be the protector. She didn't necessarily have to run everything. She literally
Mhm.
was able to just sit back and let it be done. And I think that that's what she needed. And
Once she finally let her
I
guard
said
down to actually be able
yeah,
to
once
do
she
that.
Yeah.
started to
Yeah.
do it, because it
I
took
Because
a
think
it
that's
was a
why
while.
we
lot.
all love
yeah.
Capone.
Now
That's why
she
we
all
all
up
love the
in it.
Delgados.
We love the
Yeah.
Delgados, baby. From the daddy on down, we love the
I,
Delgados.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't disrespect my elders, but baby, them grown men, them grown Delgados and
They can get it.
Infernos, baby, they hit
all
me
of
like
them. All
just
of them.
just all in love. So, who thought Aaron was a little weird? Did
What
anybody
was
think Aaron was weird?
In what way?
Them damn dolphins.
them dolphins?
Oh no.
Them damn dolphins.
I thought that was
I
hilarious.
Terrified of dolphins.
I didn't think she was weird. I just thought, after she lost some people in her life, she just kind of gravitated to something. That's how I kind of just in my mind, like my reasoning for why she was infatuated with the dolphins and stuff. Like
What was your reason? I want to know. What was the reason?
I thought she just kind of, hung on to him because of her past trauma. She needed something bright in her mind, so I figured she kind of just gravitated to the
But
dolphins for it.
it wasn't bright. She was talking about how dolphins be raping.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He
she
had a
just knew
dark
a lot about it.
obsession with
But you
with
have
the
to think
dolphins.
about it, like when somebody is infatuated with something, they know everything about it. So
Yeah.
she would just randomly, give you dolphin facts. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
But
could
they
spit
were
them jokes
dark
off.
dolphin facts. Like they were dark dolphin facts. Like why would you want to know that about a dolphin?
Yeah.
But
But
she
it
didn't have
was
a life
hilarious.
either. She didn't really have a life either. So. Okay. Go watch it. Thank you. Shoot, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I thought I put it on notes. I'm sorry, on mute. But she was infatuated because she didn't really have a life, right? She just worked and took care of her brother. So that was the first thing she was able to kind of gravitate to, because she was able to get in her soft era. And it's like, oh, let me look at these shows. And then she got a hold of it, and then she just got addicted to it.
She was watching them animal shows.
Yeah, the animal shows, and she's got addicted to the dolphins, and so dolphins and elephants. So she's addicted.
Well, I mean, who don't like an elephant? Like,
Elephant.
Go ahead now. Ooh.
I knew it was coming.
So the next thing I want to talk about, and Nika, if you have anything, jump on in. I want to talk about the baby mama drama
with Ella.
Yes, the baby. So the baby mama drama with Ella, the potential baby mama drama with Tasha, like,
ugh.
Bucket Tasha.
I think even though Ella was like, she was definitely in her feelings, I think Capone always checked her and made sure she knew her place. Like, regardless of what we had going on last week, this ain't that no more.
But you remember, Capone was still knocking off Ella when he first met Aaron.
That's what I said. I'm like, despite what we had going on last week, this my woman now.
Right.
Today I got a woman.
I just did you yesterday, but today this my woman.
But wait,
I mean, literally the next day. But I said Capone is like the best of the best, but we have to keep that real. Like, he shouldn't have been dipping in the Kool-Aid throughout the whole couple of years, and she wasn't acting like it.
She left
because he didn't want her. He didn't want her.
He
never wanted her.
Yes, he did.
As a woman,
yes, he did want her.
Wants you back. So in the back of her mind, she knew it could never be that.
Yeah.
She never crossed.
After they lost their baby, after they lost their daughter, he was done. He was just dipping in and being there.
She kept trying to force it on him, and if you choose to stay around, then that's on you, baby girl.
I think what Patrice is saying. I think what Patrice is.
Go ahead.
I think what Patrice is saying, because I see it from what she's saying as well. Like, although Ella probably knew that it wasn't going to be anything, he led her on, or he didn't. His actions didn't show that he didn't want her. He still gave her keys to the house. She still took care of him. They still did like they were still together until he found somebody else. So I get that part of it. Like, he always made it seem like it was just going to eventually they was going to get it together.
So I don't necessarily know if I disagree. I don't think that he made it seem like they was going to get together. I feel like what he did was he took advantage of a situation that was convenient. He operated from a space of convenient because she conveniently made herself available to him whenever he wanted to, and it worked for the both of them. And it also talks to me, it kind of this whole idea of co-parenting. People get the lines blurred when it comes to co-parent. You can co-parent without being in a relationship with another parent, because the goal is the child. And those lines got blurred because of sex, because they continue to have sex with each other. But what I did respect, and Capone at the time, he was not in a relationship. But the moments that he got into a relationship and Aaron was uncomfortable, it was no back and forth. It was, this is it.
Yeah. She like, wait a second, why is she over here?
Why I can't get in this dough? Why is
my code not working?
Why is my code not working?
I appreciate the way he cut her off, because he cut it off so quick. It was like, done. I truly appreciate that. But I feel like even though Ella got on my nerves, I think that she needed a little bit of grace of getting her feelings in check, because it was like night and day. It was like, on the third we good, on the fourth you didn't change the locks and lock me out. So it was kind of hard, and it wasn't.
But I don't think that it was just that. I think he did explain to her. He explained to her the last time they had sex. He told her that he didn't want, that they needed to. He was honest with her that this isn't working. That he don't want another baby. He know he promised her another baby, but he don't think that's gonna happen. He was honest with her. But as women, we hear what we want to hear.
And I still got access, and I still got monies, and I still can come in your house when I want to. Like,
he wasn't. I just feel like although he said that he didn't want her, I don't think that his actions totally showed that. Like, so I think she still held on to the fact that she thought it was going to be something eventually. She thought he was going to come around.
Yeah.
So,
Until he
wanting
didn't.
her. Yeah, to
But
them
is
being
that
back
his fault?
together.
Is that his fault that we hear what we want to hear?
I
Is
just
that
gonna say,
his
but that's
fault
not
that
his
we?
fault. That's her fault. He said what he said.
I
I
think
think
we
Yeah, but I
gotta
think
stop
I'm not
baby.
gonna say it's his fault, but I will say that he took advantage of her knowing how she felt. So for that, that was his fault because you knew how she felt and you knew what she wanted
But is it
with,
really taking
with the
advantage of somebody
situation.
when you truthfully tell them what it is and they still choose to deal with you?
What's
I
that
think
noise?
he should have been to turned off the alarm so she can't get in when she wants to. She shouldn't have been coming over there cooking. Like if he knew that and he knew that,
But
he should have cut
they
all
had
that
an
out.
understanding. They
But at
had
the
an
beginning, right.
understanding, and it only changed. Neither one of them was dating anybody, so it worked for them. They did what worked for them. But once other people got involved, now we need to make some changes. But for them, to be honest, it was nothing wrong with their. They had a rhythm. They had a relationship. It just wasn't what she wanted. But I think that there was a relationship there. They had a baby mama, baby daddy relationship until it didn't work
He
for
found him.
Capone anymore.
Boy, because Capone cutoff game was strong. He ain't
It
even
was,
get
it was real
her.
Strong.
He
strong.
didn't even get her 30-day notice. He was just
The
like,
cutoff game was strong.
It
Like
was
He
so
was like,
strong.
I love
so
it.
like he didn't even
Capone
have a
was
Like
like,
conversation.
cliff me down.
He didn't even have a
If my
conversation and
man
say,
can't
"Hey,
find
I met a
nobody else like
girl."
Capone did
he
Ella,
did.
I don't
He
want
didn't
him.
have a. He did have a conversation before that. Remember the last time when she talked about the baby? Then he told her he didn't think, he didn't want to do this anymore. He didn't think that it was, that he didn't want another baby. He did try to have that conversation. He didn't explain about the girl, but he did. But then he did do it right by trying to introduce them, because if she gonna be here. So let me make sure you know who gonna be around your son. But Ella was like, "You mad? Like, nah."
right. Ella was still trying to push up on my man.
Right.
She
But she
was.
worked hard to get him though.
Yeah, I
Like
just think
She
I don't
did.
think she gave. I don't think he gave Ella a nice amount of time to get herself together. It seemed
Nah,
Right.
she ain't get no notice. She
she
ain't
ain't
get
get
no
no
notice.
notice.
She's like, girl, you gone. Nah.
He gave her a
You can
straight
come get,
therapy session.
he's like, you can come pick up CJ when I tell you to. But that's it. And we'll bring him to the gate.
baby, listen,
Baby, I need my man to have a cutoff game like Capone.
baby, when
Listen,
it's over, it's over. I appreciated that. I appreciate that. It's
Yes.
over. It worked. It was good while it lasted. It was over. And just be honest, like for all of us who got a baby daddy, we've been in that blurry space where we still operating a little bit. We're a little in, we're a little out. When it's done, it's done. It was done. I ain't gonna lie. I was still going to T-Mobile, paying my phone bill, phone bill. But when I got a man, I ain't doing that no more, baby. I got a man.
right.
We out here.
Right.
And you can't come clean up Jayla room no more. I got it. Like I got it. It was over. Like, I feel like that's the problem. Too often people don't know how to say, yeah, this was good, but it's done. Like I personally didn't see anything wrong with their relationship because neither one of them was in another relationship.
Right.
But when a relationship did occur, Shawty was like, yeah, I'm done. This over.
Yeah.
The
Sorry,
lock has
Ella.
been changed. The code is over. Give me that card. I'ma still take care of you. And how you mad? He's still taking care of you. He's still paying your bills. He's still taking care of you. Not just the kid, but you.
I'm failing to see the problem.
She
I
still
don't see
wanted
the
that thing
problem.
a dang.
I was just gonna say she wanted
The
that.
thing was gone. The thing was gone. The thing wasn't
remember-
thinking for her no more. Like it's
She
not
lost the
thinking.
baby too, so she still had that emotional attachment because she lost that
Yeah.
baby. She's trying to get
And
that
then
baby.
yeah.
Yeah, she was still in that piece because she never really healed from that either. So, and then her main goal has always been locking him down. So she
Get another
I don't
baby.
care what. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was trying to get him. She was trying.
That wasn't happening.
It wasn't, and it definitely ain't happening now.
She ain't wrong. I would have wanted to get him too, girl.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just be honest. She was connived. She connived to get him in the first place.
Exactly.
She surely did.
She befriended the sister to get to the brother. She wasn't never think. I mean, it was
She
all
wasn't
a
even thinking
game.
about right.
Her intentions
But
were never pure.
Attentions. It was never pure. It was never pure. It was always on some game. And then the idea of, and then I just felt like, your girl you know what I'm saying? Your girl hit it, you hit it. Like, I just felt like it was never anything. I don't feel like once he found out that she did connived and all of that, and how the whole relationship, I feel like he felt like he had sacrificed his sister for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was resentment there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That definitely was it.
Now let's go to Capone's relationships with his son.
With Lil
Pony.
Capone.
Yeah,
CJ,
with Pony. With
CJ.
Pony. His relationship with Pony.
I
What
love
about
it.
it?
I want to know, like,
Um,
what do y'all, like, what was some highlights?
I love it. I love the quote he gives them. He gave him when he tells them what a man is supposed to be. He talks about emotions. He talks about
Mm-hmm.
what a strong
I forgot
man
about
is
that.
supposed to do. I love that because that goes throughout everything. So I love that part about that, and I love that he always showed him a different life. So
Yeah.
I also really appreciated the way that he showed Capone, um, how he respected Capone's mother.
Mother, yeah, absolutely.
I think that there was always a level of respect for Ella because she was Capone's mother, and I think that he was very intentional about the way that he treated Ella
What he
because of
said around
Capone,
her, yeah.
what he
Yeah.
said and
Yeah.
how he handled her and all of that. And I think that even with bringing Aaron into the fold, he still handled Capone with he
Mm-hmm.
still made sure that Capone understood, what was going on. He was open and
Yeah.
honest with his son.
But once he was introduced to Aaron, he like, okay, do you got a problem with this? Like, what? How do you feel? Like,
Yeah.
what do you feel about it? He definitely included him into the mix to make sure that he was gonna be good. And he was a great example all the way around on how you treat somebody. No, he could feel however he wanted to feel about Ella, but in front of his son, he didn't.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's your
Co-parenting
mother.
is superb. He
Yeah.
got co-parenting down, and
He got
Aaron
Coco.
fell right in line, and everything was on their end was really great. I think it was a great respect of showing what co-parenting looks like and how you integrate like your step parent or the adopted or the additional parent into a
Parent
relationship.
over there. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Even
can
with
tell they.
Aaron, he became a step parent to Aaron's brother, really. Like he
Mm-hmm.
became
Yeah.
a father figure, and the way that he approached that relationship too. You
Yeah.
know, go
Yeah,
ahead.
he was on Jaden just like if Jaden was his son. So he was,
Mm-hmm.
mentoring him just like because Jaden didn't have their parents were dead. So he didn't have no male figure. The only person he had was Aaron. So once Capone got in the picture, he kind of like, really stepped in as a father figure for him too.
and I really like
He
how I really like how they showed family. Like everybody was family. They treated everybody
Yeah.
like family. If you was if they felt like you was family, they treated you like family. And I like that the kids was able as well how to treat one another and how you supposed to treat family. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It didn't remind you of nothing.
yeah, my family. Everybody's a cousin.
It
Everybody's a
definitely
cousin.
reminded me, like when I was reading, like just even throughout the series, how this family became part of it. I felt like it definitely reminded me of us. It was like this us
Mm-hmm.
right here.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the picture on the couch when Omari came home. Remember how I felt like and I think that so much of the series like really honed in on family and loyalty,
Mm-hmm.
and loving each other through struggle, through different things and forgiveness. And it was so many different layers to it. And it wasn't just, she described some fine men, but it wasn't just the looks or the money. It was the way
Mm-hmm.
that they handled each other, how they
Yeah.
handled
Absolutely.
Right.
the younger guys, how they handled the street guys, even how they handled their brother-in-law when, I don't want to give too much, but
Right.
they
Yeah, we
even
know.
handled him well.
Or even how much they respected their mother, their parents.
Yes,
Yeah. I
And
absolutely.
appreciate
I
how
think
they
that's
let
what
them.
makes them more attractive. Not like you said, it's not just the looks.
Yeah.
It was just the overall of how they handle the people around them.
Right. I mean, they literally went to bat for each other. and not just the blood. It was the connection.
If you
Now
was
I
in
don't
that
know.
circle and they had a connection with you, you like, we backing you
Locked
up.
in.
Yeah,
They
Yes.
and
Yeah.
was
I
locked.
like how they let the kids be kids. They don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
involve
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
They
Riding their
let them
bikes
stay
outside, and they were
children, right?
they
Don't
were
get involved
kids.
in none
Yep.
of their mess. Yeah.
Yep.
Even the relationship mess. And you
Mm-hmm.
know, and that's one of the things that I really liked about Capone too, because you know it could have been very messy in that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
those different relationships. And as men set the tone. You know, like women may be messy and emotional, but men get to set the tone. You know, like what's gonna escalate, what's not gonna escalate. And you never really saw Aaron and Ella really get to that point because Capone never allowed it.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Mhm.
squashed before he
It was
did even get to
squashed.
that point. If he saw that there was any kind of inkling that this about to be some drama, he was stepping in like,
Mm-hmm.
no, 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 not
No,
that ain't what
no,
we
we
doing.
don't do that.
Right.
We don't do
Yeah.
that. And he made Aaron, even in Aaron's insecurity, he loved her
Yeah.
past her insecurities, and he allowed he. It was almost like he made sure that not only Aaron understood that she was the one that he wanted, but everybody that saw her or
Yes.
was
Yeah.
around them had to acknowledge that this is mine. This is who I want to be. She has my heart, and so there was no. He never left room for doubt,
To
even
think
though she,
anything else. Yeah.
she dealt with her stuff as women do, but he really plugged all of that doubt, and he
Yeah.
did it in a way
Hmm.
that not just telling her, because that's another thing. Men think that if I say it to you enough, you're gonna believe me, but it's not the saying, it's the showing.
Right.
And every time Aaron became uncomfortable with a situation, it was it. Like Linda said, the cutoff game was serious. Like that's it. Clink, they're done. You know, and I appreciated that. Like it was always about her level of comfort, making her feel secure, making her feel
Mm-hmm.
comfortable. And it wasn't because so it wasn't like and it wasn't done in a way that he never had to disrespect Ella to make Aaron
Right.
feel comfortable.
Right.
He just made sure that he was very he stood his ground with where he was. There was no room for any misinterpretation.
Facts.
Nika, what you got?
I'm trying to think. So what other? So we basically talked about, because Capone starts off with Capone, but they start introducing other characters as well. Was there any other characters that y'all felt that kind of like jumped out that was in the Capone series before we move to Capadonna next time?
Yeah, but I don't know because like I said, I didn't read a bunch of them, so I don't know if this happened. It did happen in Capone. I wanted to talk about what was Aaron's cousin in the auntie relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought about her too. What was her name? Raya,
Right.
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 Raya,
Right. Yeah.
Raya or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Not
was really,
just not just the
I,
auntie,
yeah,
but even with Aaron, she had jealousy. Like she was
Yeah.
envious of her and their relationship. Like
So
envious.
I'm
so
surprised
for
she don't got
me,
a book about her yet.
I am too.
I actually felt sorry for Raya
I did too.
because it was only her and her mother. And
Hmm.
so her mother took in these other two kids, and now is a family of three, you know. So she had to share her mother, you know what I'm saying? It's different from you this being your auntie and you come over and visit to now my mama is raising all of us together. And so
Mm-hmm.
I think
She
with
felt like
Aaron and
Aaron
her
took
brother,
away from
she
her
felt like took
relationship
away
with
from
her
her because her
mom.
mother probably unknowingly gave Aaron and her brother a little extra love because of their circumstances and kind of just was like, well, Raya she know how I feel. She know how I feel to have a parent and she should be okay.
Right.
And I
And
think
that
she,
she said that. And I think at one point
yeah,
in the book she said that. She said that, she felt like her mom kind of catered unconsciously to Jaden and to Aaron a little bit more because they
Specifically
lost their mother
Aaron.
and their dad, right? And,
Specifically
and
Aaron.
yeah, because
yeah.
Aaron was like, oh, Aaron had came in like, okay, my mama and my daddy is gone, but at the same time she was the caregiver, so she was like, I don't want to go out, I want to take care of my brother, I want to do this, so she was kind of pushing Aaron to do stuff, but Aaron was like, no, like I'm the mama now. I think
Aaron
that
was
that took away.
adultified.
Yeah, I think that
But
that took
I,
away. She felt like that took away a little bit from her.
But I wonder if she would have went into that, because she didn't feel that way until Aaron started on her, I guess you could say, her love, her happiness. Now she's getting all these things that she wanted. Now I bring up
I
all these
don't
other
know if I
emotions.
kind of feel like she always felt like that. I feel like she always felt like that. I just feel like
It came out
it
when she
came out.
started.
But I think that she felt like that. I just felt like she probably felt like, now here is something else she getting. She already got my mama. She already got all the attention. Now here she
Now
is
she getting a
doing. Now she
boyfriend
getting a
that's taking
boyfriend that's
care
doing
of
all
her.
of that.
Right.
But I think
And
that
a
it was
Delgado.
always. I think it was
That
always there. I think that and I do feel like I kind of agree with Linda, like she kind of had to fall in the background because of the trauma that Aaron had experienced, the nightmares and all the other stuff that was going on. It was almost like she didn't have any room, that her mom didn't have, she really didn't have room to really do to care for her, because she was so overwhelmed with trying to combat the trauma that Aaron had experienced.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I
Yep.
think that they were old enough that Ryan could have at least said something, not wait till she just disappeared off the earth for her and then came back and said it. I just feel like she was old enough and popped off at the mouth enough. She could have told them how she felt early on, then disappear from Aaron when she needed her the most. That's
What
just why, you know.
do you feel like? Do you feel like we're given tools to communicate our feelings, regardless of age? Do you think that that's not really something we're taught as Black women? We're
No,
really not taught.
I don't think we was given tools. Even if like Ryan would have just went off, just cuss them all out and show the anger. She didn't show anything. She just disappeared. Like it was like they didn't have an inkling of what she was feeling until after the fact. I'm just saying, like, at least if it made you feel that bad, I wish she would have just, cussed them out or, cried to her mama or at least said something. She just disappeared and then dealt with abuse. I just
But that's how some people do. What
That's
they avoid,
exactly. I was just
that's
gonna say
avoid.
that,
They
Nikesha.
avoid it. Like it's
That's
an
avoidance,
avoidance thing. Yeah.
But
and
then
it's
when she came back and she got her soft life, she was all good and happy. I just felt like that just
was she though?
it
I
wasn't
don't feel like
genuine.
she was
She
all good and
was.
happy. I
When
She
don't
she
feel
had
was
like
with the
she was all
basketball
good and
dude.
oh
happy
wait a minute, let me
with
be
the
quiet.
best.
No, I'm sorry.
Right, she's probably going too far.
Sorry.
I don't think she was all
Sorry.
good and happy. But I will say now I have to put on my psychologist hat, because if you grow up in a space where you're unseen, it's not about disappearing. It's just like, it's almost like I fell into the space that I've always been in. I've always been unseen. I'm just walking away from it now. Like I'm not, like I feel like in her mind, would she miss me anyway?
They
Because
wasn't
she's
gonna
Yeah,
so
miss
she
me.
focused.
she be like, they not
They
paying no
not gonna
attention to
notice
me anyway.
anyway
Right.
because she's
They
so
gonna,
focused.
yeah.
And and having an issue. Um so having an issue with, so I'm gonna use my siblings for example. Chrissy took a lot of Donna's time. She took a lot of Donna's time, but Donna was there because of a tragedy, right?
Right.
And so as the biological daughter, how do I sound? Like, can I really go and say I need the attention that you're giving her and not look like the worst person in the world?
Right.
And so I think that with Raya, she was battling all of these different things, because it wasn't just as cut and dry as I need your attention. It was why I wasn't getting your attention. You didn't just lose your sister, you lost your twin sister, and now you're taking care of her daughter who watched her die. Like, it was a lot of stuff going on in there. And so can I really, like, what kind of person would I be to tell my mother I need stop paying her so much attention and give it to me? Like, it was so
Yeah.
many layers to why she couldn't, and it was probably just easier to just
For her
fade
just to walk
out
away. Yeah.
and disappear.
Yeah, I can see that.
Sorry,
But I
y'all.
do
Okay.
think she was introduced to Mike, so she was getting into her era. I'm gonna say that. It was in this book.
Yep.
Okay, so y'all, we talked about Aaron, we talked about Capone, we didn't talked about Rye. What y'all think about Tasha?
Ugh.
Tasha's just she a
Oh,
roundaway. She's just the roundaway girl.
I wouldn't even give her that much credit.
But no, Tasha was
Tasha was
exactly what
surviving.
they painted her to be,
She
and
was an
I didn't expect
opportunist.
nothing from her but what she did. She was
Right.
exactly who they made her
Oh,
be.
girl.
But Tasha was also surviving.
Yeah, I was like she exactly who she was supposed to be.
She was a
I didn't
product
like
of
the
her
fact that she
environment.
pushed her. I
Very
don't like
product.
she pushed her son out there like that. I don't no respect for her.
I
I
mean,
don't
she
even
was
think she's
like, what's her name
surviving.
on the
She was
wire?
chasing a dream.
Name is Mama.
Name is Mama, yeah.
Yes.
She was like she's like, I see that so often because if you don't, I think that we operate from a space where we've been privileged enough not to have to operate in those settings. But if you do, and that's all you know, if the only success that she's seen was niggas out here getting it, then I want a successful son, so he need to be a nigga out there getting it.
Yeah, it's just like the mama who make their kids work and take their paychecks. Like they making them work on the streets, but if they get a job at McDonald's and they like, you got to give me all this money, and they like 15, 16, it's kind of like the same thing. I just think that Tasha was definitely surviving. Tasha had this idea of who she wanted to be, and she was doing whatever she had to do to get her money.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's all she wanted. She
And
She
that's
wanted
wanted
all
her
she wanted.
money.
Yep.
When the boy down to it, Tasha was about the money.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, what else did she have? Now, did anything in this particular series, Capone series, did anything surprise you?
Mm.
I don't think when I first started reading the book, I didn't think Capone was gonna be that Karen. Like I just really didn't think they was gonna show that. Like I didn't know he was like that Karen and sensitive. Like I just thought he
But
was
he
gonna
was
be
gonna
this.
find that soft side. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought he was just gonna be
Yeah.
this hood nigga that took care of her. Like in my mind, like he's gonna be like a regular hood nigga that's gonna get her a couple dollars put up and make sure she's straight. I didn't know that he was
It
gonna be like this.
had this
Man,
soft era. Right. Right.
yeah,
Right.
like
Yeah. You're like, oh, okay, come on, that was cute. Yeah.
So, did Capone illness surprise anyone?
The sickle cell.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
it surprised
surprise
me
for me.
because they talked
Surprise.
about it early in
Yeah,
the
but I
book.
think I appreciated that she put it out there and really show like real symptoms and it was like it was educating us along the way through the story.
Yeah.
So if you're not familiar with sickle cell, you should get a little bit more information and more understanding about that disease and that issue.
And how it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I really appreciate that. I thought that was real good. I think one of my surprises, not really necessary surprises, was the sex and sex scenes was cool, but it was like it was too much intertwined, and I'm like, I know that's life, but goodness gracious, are we putting on any protection? There was no protection talking about nothing.
Yeah, that's why they got babies.
Right.
No, but like, remember Tasha? She messed around with Kincaid, Naheem, and Cap.
Oh,
Ew,
yeah.
ew.
she's about ill.
But
Yeah,
it was Tasha.
Tasha was out there
Tasha.
busting it. Right.
And that wasn't all. It wasn't just them. It was the rival too. It wasn't just
Right.
them.
Because Tasha
True.
was about her
I
money.
forgot about him.
She's gonna get her
Tasha
money.
was about her money. And so in order to get money, I gotta go where,
Where the
You
money
gotta go where money
resides.
resides.
yeah.
Tasha's
Where
out
the
there
money
busting
at,
it.
We,
Tasha's out
we
there
all know
giving
it's
up that
Tasha.
cat.
Everybody know a Tasha, right? Everybody
We all
got
know
a
it's Tasha.
Tasha,
Tasha was
So what I really appreciated about going back to the illness, what I really appreciated is that we got to see somebody that started off being like Linda said, like he was just a hood nigga. He just thought he was gonna be this hard hood nigga, but then to watch him struggle through his illness, and I think that it painted a picture that you can still be strong and have an issue too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that to me, that's something that for those, you'll see it. It's gonna come up so much in all of the series. This idea that it doesn't experiencing hardship or illness or something don't change your strength as a man.
Yeah, she did a good job with that.
And for it to be sickle cell, something that really takes you like a lot of pain, like you cannot get up. And just watching him battle through being this street legend, but can't get out of bed. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
some days can't get out of bed when I'm in a crisis, when I'm having a sickle cell crisis, I can't even get out of bed. All of the symptoms that came along with that. And then to watch him bounce back and show up again,
Or
in his,
even like to illustrate how he struggled whether or not to tell her. Like
mm-hmm,
he was afraid of what she would think of him
Mhm.
if she knew that he had this, this crippling illness sometimes. And so he was really kind of nervous about whether or not to let her know. Like like he did, he'd rather just stand up than let her know something was going on with him.
yeah. And I mean,
Because for him, it probably was like a sign of weakness.
yeah. But also, but with all that being said, there was still so much, you're doing that, but you're still instilling into your son that it's okay to be emotional. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, it
Cry.
was
It's
almost
okay to
like
cry.
the same battle that he was experienced, he was trying to prevent his son from having.
Hmm.
And isn't that what a father is supposed to do? Like, isn't that what the father, a protector, you know, a real man? Sometimes you have to sit aside your struggle, your pain, or whatever you're going through, and be the type of man, Ria said, Ria, get on. Why aren't you on? She's
She's.
commenting.
I just saw her message that said she couldn't get her.
Hit the link, Ria. Yeah, he was a tough guy that had a true weakness. Yes, Ria, I definitely agree. Ria also said Tasha was opportunist. She was
Yep.
with whoever she felt she could get something from. Her thing was money.
Yeah.
Um, Demaya said we all know Tasha, and going back to Raya, she talked about normalizing silence. So we suffer in silence, and it becomes so normal in the Black community that we don't often have the words to even, like now what? We don't know how
Yeah.
to, we
I
don't
mean,
know
a lot of
how
us
to
do that. Unless you have friends that force you to talk.
yeah.
Darla.
Dyla, Patrice, that just force it out of you, just pop up at your house.
Hey,
Now,
everybody need that.
Everybody need that though.
force, you want to talk. I just have to get there.
But
I
don't
don't
we
want
need
to.
friends like that?
Yeah.
Cause
I
I'm
got
telling y'all, if I see a post, I'm on y'all phone. It could be like 6 in the morning, and both now Keisha,
Yeah. Keisha has definitely called me early time about what's going on.
girl, I definitely know what's going on. Like, do I need to put some gas in my car? Like, am I going to work? Am I coming to Indianapolis? Like, but that's shouldn't we have that? Like,
yeah.
we should have those type of friends. And another thing that I really, really liked about the Delgado clan was that no matter, you can mess up, you can do everything, but we are one. We riding for each
Mm-hmm.
other, and you accept, if I love you, then they love you.
Yep.
And I
Hmm.
think that was something that Aaron got to experience because her circle was so small with just,
Mhm.
her aunt, Raya, her brother. That was all, and her aunt's boyfriend. Like she had this very small circle, but because Capone loved her, she got so much love. Like she got
It
Delgado
grew. Yep.
that
Yep.
hit a lot different.
So what did y'all think
Yep.
about
Yep.
the auntie and her man, separating because of, the
I
auntie
think it
love for Aaron?
I think it spoke to why Raya felt the way she felt.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
not only was she willing to sacrifice her daughter and her needs, she was even willing to sacrifice her
Sacrifice the
own,
baby
Her
meat.
whole
Her
life.
own
Mm-hmm.
needs, her whole
life. She
life.
gave it all. She
Mm-hmm.
gave it all to Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
And so that speaks more to why Raya felt the way that she felt. Like, and how can I tell you to choose me over Aaron when you won't even choose you over Aaron?
You.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah, I really appreciated Capone's like unconditional love, that understanding of family, and he was like, all of y'all, come on, I'm gonna help all of y'all, and whichever way we need
Mm-hmm.
to, we all gonna do that.
Hmm.
Like
Right.
paying the aunt, her salary plus, and making sure that she was the one taking care of the boy, not having somebody come outside and do it. But it was like, we are family. We about to do this all together. So it wasn't like he just put Erin in her soft area. He put everybody in their soft area.
Because he knew how much Aaron loved her family. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he's big on family. So it's like, if this is what I got to do, your family become my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
But
like how
not just
he just brought them and nobody questioned or asked nothing. They was just like they like
Like,
this
hey,
our new
cousin.
auntie, and they like, hey auntie.
And not like right, like even her mother. I mean, even Capone's mother. They
Yeah,
became best friends. You know, it just
mm-hmm.
was kind of like you said, if when you come around, you family, and we're all family. Like
Yes.
there was no big eyes and little ease. It was
Mm-mm.
just like it's all
Mm-hmm.
we all one family. And
Mhm.
to an extent, even Ella.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Ella was still a part of the
Yep.
family.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even though the
Absolutely.
mama didn't like her, the sister didn't like her, but
they still
this
like
is
still
Tony's
coming on in
mother.
here, right?
they
Yeah.
still knew that was CJ mama.
Right. So what we gonna do?
Yeah,
That's how my that's how my baby daddy families love me.
Not a drink.
but that like it's like Keisha said. That's kind of how my family is. I tell people like if I bring you around, I say, hey y'all, this auntie. They're gonna be like, hey auntie.
Hey,
Like nobody
auntie.
gonna ask no
Right. We ain't
questions.
gonna ask how they related.
I got the
They
same
gonna say
thing.
gonna be
My
like,
auntie
who
got
your
a
mama?
thousand
None
and
of
one
that. Like
nieces.
Right. Granny was Granny. Granny was Granny. Auntie Angie was Auntie Angie. Sheila is TT to the day I take my last breath. Like that's just what it was. Grandma Didi is Grandma Didi. Like it just wasn't ever a question, and it was never,
Mm-hmm.
there was no competition, and what nobody trying. We rock, and I wish somebody would like try to tell me it's not that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's no even Naja, like you know what I'm saying, like Naja, Rachel, like it just never it
yeah,
never stopped. It was just an extension, and I wish somebody would tell me who was my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we are. I wish you would. So we got 4 minutes left, and so
Uh-oh. That was fun.
next month we going into
I
Capadonna.
can't
my
wait for that one.
boyfriend, my boyfriend.
Capadonna. So November is Capadonna's month.
Mm-hmm.
Capo. Hi, guy baby.
They have- Yes, you can have some.
So we're going into Capadonna. We got four. Actually, you got 5 weeks because October had an extra week. So
Yep.
we got 5 weeks to read Capadonna.
I'm
And
ready to
so,
talk about Capadonna.
baby, I love Cap. I
Well, we
love
got
me some Cap.
everybody
I
loves some
mean,
cat.
I just love that entire storyline. So yeah, I just can't wait to.
Yes, I love Cap,
So
and I
Capadonna
think
is
that
gonna be November.
no November is Capadonna, and make sure that you get it. Capadonna is also on audio for all of you audio readers. It is on Kindle. All of that, we have no excuses for everybody that's listening and listening in. You got 5 weeks to get the book, to get registered, to meet us here again on the fourth Wednesday of the month. We talking Cap. We talking everything Cap. And we diving into some more issues. We diving
Hmm.
into more trauma. We diving into more baby mama drama. We diving into baby daddy drama. We really are tapping into what we are expanding what family mean. Capadonna take family to a whole nother
Whole
level.
nother.
A
Yeah,
whole nother
Baby.
level. And so
Girl. Woo.
and Jaquil J, if you happen to stumble upon this video, just know that you are homegirl, and stop on by
Right.
if you want to stop on by, girl, because you are our homegirl now. Like you are our favorite homegirl, our Staten Island babe, like you all of that. So tap
yeah.
into
I'm gonna have to go follow her.
I
Oh
follow
follow
yeah,
her
her.
Yeah,
you
She's
gotta
follow
so
her.
she's
hilarious.
on Facebook. They do a lot
But you know what? I had
on
started following
TikTok.
another author, Danielle Allen, and then
Mm-hmm.
I had read one of her books, honey, and like my sister know, like I'm a big troll, and I had went off on her about one of her
Um,
endings of her books.
Which one?
Go do Jacko J like it, 'cause you
Broken
know the
broken
cliffhangers are
clocks.
horrible. Her
Broken
cliffhangers
clocks. I
be
broken
had went
funny
clocks.
off.
every
Oh,
time. Yeah.
she was like,
Broken
I
I'm
was
so
clocks.
gonna say
sorry.
before we
Broken
leave,
clocks
I just
did
want to say
me in.
there's two characters that you got to keep in mind. Remember, if you want to go back and check it again, the person that interviewed Erin when her parents passed away.
Yes.
Remember that police officer,
Mm-hmm.
and then always keep in mind Kincaid. He's gonna always be around. So those are the
It's gonna
two.
be a lot of people. Where are you at?
Oh, girl,
Where?
I'm waiting on Goon. That's where I'm at. I'm waiting on
So
Goon.
you've done 1,000
I
hours a
did
minute.
1,000 minutes. I did
Done.
Cassette, Epic Don.
If you waiting for Goon, you didn't read the whole thing.
Everything. I done read
Yeah.
the Van Ducci Cromwells. I've read Latin Love Story. I done read the Davises. I'm there.
Baby,
So
don't she have you back? Like
Girl, where you
I
get all
had
these
to put
Audible credits from?
Right, where you get these Audible credits from,
Listen,
Catrice?
this is how bad it's been. I keep my credits. I get one every month. I bought a few, but then I done went over to Kindle because I ain't got time to be waiting. I don't have time
Alexa
to be
read
waiting.
to you, girl. Let Alexa read to you.
I don't know how to. I've been trying to figure that out. I
All
just
you gotta
read
do
the
is go on to let Alexa read. She gonna mess up a few of them Nick guys. She gonna mess up a few of them, but other than that, you'll understand what's going on.
Man, I'm telling you. But yes, I've done Quasim.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
Oh,
I'm there,
Simmy,
y'all.
Simmy, Simmy. Okay,
Y'all
so
are funny.
we are ending our October book club. We will see you guys back. Hopefully, everyone will return. We only have 8 slots. We can only fill 8 slots, so you gotta hurry up and register as soon as it. Cause baby, let me tell y'all something. Y'all hit that thing, y'all. As soon as that thing went out, y'all was like, boom, boom, boom. I said, oh, okay.
Yeah, when you told me, I'm like, boom, let me put this in the group chat.
Baby,
I've been dying to talk about it.
links. Y'all hit them links. I definitely appreciate it. And so for all my prescribers, please follow me on social media, Dr. Kisha Roberts-Tabb. On Facebook, that's on Instagram. Prescribed by Dr. Tabb is a page. Everyone go like the page so you can get the updates. Register on the website at drkisharobertstabb.com because every week is something different. We sip tea on Mondays. On the second Wednesday of the month, we do lyrical therapy. Last week we was Am I the Drama? On the third, we do Worship Unplugged with Minister Blackman. On the fourth one, we do the Bestie Book Club with my best friend Nika. And so next week, we're going to talk about an outreach that we are going into. We are going, Girls Night Out is going to Peoria for on Friday. So I don't know how far you are from Peoria, Toya, but if you want to meet us in Peoria, we are doing street outreach on October 24th. We are hitting them Peoria streets and we are passing out love bags, resources, and information. And also we have tables that's going on sale. Our tables will drop on Sunday because this year for Girls Night Out, the gala, we are having a masquerade ball. So get your mask and come honor our hidden heroes. Our tables will go on sale on Sunday, and then individual tickets will go on sale a week later. So thank you guys for tuning in to Prescribed by Dr. Tabb. Thank you for winding down with us on this Wednesday evening. We will see you next week, same time, same place. I'm not sipping tea. I'm getting serious next week, but then we're going back in on that first Wednesday. See you guys. Thank you to my best friend.
Bye, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
See you next
Bye.
week.
Love y'all.
Bye. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Real, we're going to get you on next time, girl.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Toya.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm about to get busy.